Are lean influencers transforming construction? In this video, I'm going to talk to you as a want-to-be lean influencer about the topic of whether or not we're helping, and to give an overall perspective that I think can help us guide us in an awesome direction. And so I'm going to give some some tips, I think, and some observations of things that I love. And I think you'll love this perspective because there's lots of influencers out there that I appreciate, and I want to address the concept of whether or not we're helping. If you're into that, stay with us. Okay, so let's get into this concept. What is a lean influencer? So lean is all about continuous improvement and eliminating waste. It's about learning. It's about flow. It's about doing more of the things that make sense and less of the things that don't make sense. In construction, it's specifically about respect for people and resources, stability, one piece, one process, one progress flow, flowing together on attack time with visual systems and total participation, and then focusing on a quality product and elevating that product through continuous improvement. So those six, I would call them pillars, are really key to us in construction when we're talking about people and process. Okay, so lean is this wonderful thing. It's all the rage right now. It's a buzzword and we're all talking about it. Lean influencers are trying to spread the message, to help people with adoption, and to encourage people and to share information and to scale. And so this is a very positive video in my opinion, because I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that I absolutely love. Number one, the sharing of content. I see lean influencers sharing content through books, through LinkedIn, through YouTube, through podcasts, and I think it's fantastic. Anytime a lean influencer can share content, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm not going to provide a critique, but some advice, a tip here that I was taught. I didn't come up with this. I was taught. Let me tell you the comment that was given to me. Jason, if the content doesn't make sense, it's not, I would say, a proper method to push your listeners, your viewers, to dig deeper on this if it's not understandable. It's your job, Jason, to make sure that it is as simply explained as humanly possible. That you have an image or a video or you're explaining it properly. Make it more and more simple, explain it more and more effectively, make it more and more visual, right? Make sure that you're doing your part. So anytime I see content where it's not confusing, it's not like some research paper, it's not these published white papers on these websites that nobody can read that are like so incoherent. I'm talking about simple videos, simple explanations, simple graphics to where people can understand it. I love that. And I think that when we are doing that, we are helping the industry. Number two, when lean influencers are helping to figure things out, I think it's great. Let me give you an example. Tact planning. Some people would say that I'm an expert at tact planning. I build myself up in my contribution about tact planning more than I should probably, but the bottom line is, and hear me out, I invented tact planning in parallel with hundreds of other people. So I really didn't invent it. Really, my contribution is like really small. There were people like Marco Biniger and Janos Louis. There were people out there like Iris Tomline. There were people out there, Hal Makeomer. There were people all over the world that were figuring out tact planning long before me. What was interesting is we were all grasping at this concept and in our own ways developing it. And all I have done, and I'm not the only one, I am one of many who have taken all of that together and put it into a working system. We figured it out. I think lean influencers are at their best when they're doing their part to figure things out and give everybody credit and not do what I sometimes do in my brain, think that I'm more special than I am, right? And so I think lean influencers are helping the industry when we're figuring things out and paving the way so that other people can benefit from that and take it even farther. Number three, sharing. And this is a big one for me. And I learned this from Tony Robbins, and I'll share it with you. It's all about your ability to add value in this industry. Add value, add value, add value, add value, add value, add value. And so everything can be solved with that. Your marriage, your partnerships, your relationships, your job at work, your company, it all is solved with that concept. Add value. Am I adding more value to this person than they could possibly give back? Am I giving? Am I giving until it hurts. You will do better with that for getting work, for keeping your job, for maintaining your marriage than you ever will through taking. And so at Elevate and Lean Tact and Lean Built and all of our other companies, we believe that a key differentiator for us, we have 3 of them, is radical internal training, meaning discipline training, high energy, and then the most important one to us is radical sharing with the industry. Lean influencers will do best, if you want to be one as well, follow this advice, when they give. When you get, all of us get these messages on LinkedIn and everywhere else and through email, through spam. Hey, give me 15 minutes of your time, or hey, I want to sell you something, or hey, sign up for this course. Take. What we should be doing is give. If you give and add value, especially as an influencer, you don't even need to ask for somebody to sign up. You don't even need to ask somebody to buy your product. They just will. Now, this is not for the purpose of selling, but I'm just telling you that when we are developing a template and we give it away, we have an approach and we share it, and we do these things for the good of the industry, we will have more influence than we will know what to do with. And you know what? It'll be the right kind of influence because we're sharing things and we're not putting them behind a paywall. Now, if you do have to supply funds for your family and earn a living off of doing this, then here's my rule of thumb. Information is free. Service will cost you, right? Looking's free, touching's gonna cost you, right? Like, that's my joke. So, but please share. Lean influencers are at their best when they share, give, and they're always allowing the industry to have information for free. The 4th one is connection. I love it when influencers really dig deep and connect with others. There's 2 great examples of this well, actually 3 that I'll mention right now. My favorite is Felipe Engineer. He's out there sharing the message of Scrum. He has a day job, he has a family, but he's always sharing, giving, and he's also connecting. He partners with other people, he connects, he has conversations, he's always positive, he's always linking and connecting. Another one is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Paul Akers. He is not out there making enemies. He is connecting with people, connecting with companies. He's connecting with other influencers. He's praising work. He's bringing together a network of people. The 3rd example that I'll give you is Marco Binniger and Janos Louis, and with the Tacting folks over in Germany. They're always networking with other people and trying to create a cohort or a quorum and like bring people together and network. I think lean influencers are at their best when they stay away from the contention and they try to truly connect with people. And the last one, number 5, is being open. There's nothing worse than becoming a lean influencer and then locking down and becoming fixed and stubborn. Now we're just classical management. If we know something, we should be willing and open to learn more. That's why at Elevate, we always update our books. We're always taking feedback. We're always attempting to do better. We're not like, here's the solution, that's the only solution, that's the way you have to do the solution. There's no modifications to the solution. As soon as people do that, now they've become fixed. Now they're not lean. Now they're just classical management leaders. And so we must be open to learning, and we must be vulnerable. We must be connected. And so are lean influencers helping? My answer would be yes, if they're following that guideline. So if you want to be one, or you know one, or you're looking for an influencer to follow, we're going to give you a blog post in the description below which talks about the different key bullet points, because what we are as humans and as a part of our character is the aggregate of the 5 most recent books that we've read, the 5 closest friends that we have, and the influencers that we follow. So this topic matters. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.